Hi everyone, I would like to wish that you're all safe and healthy in your houses. This is an easy recipe with a twist that you can make with basic ingredients. Click subscribe and hit the notification button to get updates on new videos. If you have no ketchup, you can use 2 tablespoons tomato paste or 3 tablespoons tomato sauce or 3 tablespoons spaghetti sauce. First, mince the garlic very finely as we will have to top it raw on our pizza and it will have a strong taste if not minced finely. Garlic has a strong antifungal, antiviral, and anti-high blood pressure properties, so it's healthy to include garlic on your daily diet, and if you can eat it raw, much better. Onions, the red onions or shallots, will be needed to be sliced thinly as it is also topped raw on the pizza. Now I cut the onions into half because the half will be the raw toppings and the other half will be the secret ingredient that you will see later on your pizza. So after cutting it into half, I sliced it thinly so that it will just give a kick and a nice spice, but not too strong on your pizza. Onions also have a strong mucolytic properties. That's why if you noticed when you slice onions, it makes you cry because it triggers our tear ducts, and also you might notice a little running nose when you are slicing onions. So as you see, it has to be thin, and after slicing them thinly, we need to separate the rings so that it won't be too spicy on any portion of your pizza. Okay, so it has to be separated by rings. Onions are actually very important in condiments or spices, not only this present times but also in the past or in the history. If you take a look, spices like pepper, garlic, onions, even salt, in past times it was like gold to some cultures and some countries, and until now everyone still needs onions and garlic whenever they cook something. Although most people do not like the scent, the smell of raw onions, because they find it foul odor or punient, still onions have the capability of absorbing bacteria or germs in the air. That's why others, if you research, others actually put or slice a quarter onion into their kitchen so that it will absorb bad smells, or others even put a quarter onion inside their shoes so that it will absorb the foot odor of the shoe. Although again, since onions have natural strong odor of their own, you will still have to balance it whenever you try to do those tips. If you can have access to white onions, it is also a great alternative, as white onions are not as strong taste as these red shallot onions because the white onions are sweeter. So it's also great for pizza. Now we will be spreading the ketchup or tomato paste or tomato sauce or spaghetti sauce evenly on top of our bread loaves. The reason why I said that if it's going to be ketchup as pizza sauce or tomato paste to only use 2 tablespoons is because they are thicker in consistency and they have a stronger taste. That might not be so good if applied thickly per loaf. Now, if you're going to use tomato sauce or spaghetti sauce, since they are thinner in consistency, they are more liquid and they don't taste that strong. So it's best if you could add 1 more tablespoon into the ratio. And this white sauce, this white cheese, or it can also be cream cheese or white sauce, or you could also use the milky white cheese spreads that you can buy on sachets or tetra packs at the supermarkets. I just put 5 droplets on each corners and on the middle of the loaf slice, so that when they melt, they will have an even spread on your pizza slice. We will garnish evenly the minced garlic on top, and also we will be putting ring per ring your thinly sliced onions. You can see it there. Now the cheese, you can also have a few diced cheddar cheese and sprinkle it on top of the pizza so that you will have chunks of cheese when you bite. Now this is the secret ingredient that I am actually telling a while ago. For this you will need very little oil and medium to low fire. Okay, now this is not conventional, as I have never seen it used on other pizzas before, but we really love the taste of this on our homemade pizza. So there's the other half of the onions that we were slicing a while ago. We will be cooking it over hot cooking oil. If you have olive oil, much better because it's healthier. Cover the onions and cook it in low fire for 10 minutes. Now you will see that the onions have caramelized. And a tip that I can give to have faster caramelized onions is put a little water, like 2 tablespoons of water, and put 2 pinches of muscovado sugar. So it will help with the brown color of the onions, and also it will help the juices go out faster and have a sweet yet healthy taste to your caramelized onions. Okay, put it aside. We will have that as toppings later on the pizza. Now wipe the excess oil and water off your frying pan. So make sure that the pan is dry again. Use clean table napkins or clean tissue paper to wipe off excess oil. Okay, so that is our pizza with its toppings. And we will put all the 5 pizza slices on our frying pan. Now the cheese. Remember a while ago we had diced a small amount of cheese for it to have the chunky feel when we bite it. But I strongly advise to also top it with grated cheese so that it will melt along. There it is. It will melt along on top of your pizza later, and it will have a very tasty peel when you eat it. Okay, so once that you have already topped the caramelized onions and the grated cheese on your pizza, cover it. So cook your pizzas in covered frying pan with no oil, no water for 10 minutes under low heat. After 10 minutes, open it. Check that the bottom is light tan in color or light beige. Should not be brownish. And then there you will hear that the bottom and the sides of your pizza bread is already crunchy, crispy. So it's already perfect toast. We want the bottom and the sides of your pizza to be crunchy, but we want the center or the top of your pizza to be not dry, and we want it to be soft and chewy, because what our aim here is to have the cheeses melt, to have your white cheese also melt on top, and to have the juices of the caramelized onion ooze out and combine with the other ingredients and toppings of your pizza. So we do not want them to be dry. Now if 10 minutes is too long for you, one trick is you can put it into high heat for 30 seconds or 1 minute. High heat, cover the pan for 30 seconds or 1 minute, and then lower the heat to medium fire for another 3 or 4 minutes. Just make sure that you will check your pizza slices after 3 or 5 minutes to be sure that they are not over toasted. So you can now turn off the fire and then take out your pizza slices. There, they look so beautiful and they actually smell so good. If you can only smell them now, it's really, really mouth-watering. And you can smell the onions. So here is the finished product of our homemade, no bake, no toaster, easy to cook pizza with our secret ingredient. So it smells so good and the colors are perfect. Your tomato sauce or ketchup is perfectly blended into the bread. Cheeses have perfectly melted, and the juices of your caramelized onion has already spread along with the other toppings and on the pizza bread. So we will need to slice it into half. As with any pizza, after it's baked, we cut it. So we will have to cut it also to have that nice traditional triangular shape when served. And you can hear the crunchiness and the crispiness of the perfectly toasted bread here. So there you will see it's perfect. This is actually perfect not only for breakfast or snacks, but this can also be served in meals, or if you have friends, family over, well, after this lockdowns and COVID-19, for gatherings you can also do this. Or if you're at work and you just want a quick bite, especially for freelancers out there, this is very easy to make. It's not expensive. It's actually under 100 pesos, and you could easily cook this with any basic ingredients in your kitchen, in your refrigerator. So it's not complicated. Now for the moment I've been waiting for. Wow. It tastes so good. Perfect crunch. And yet the soft, chewy on top that we want to achieve is there. So really perfect. Now I can't resist just one bite. I have to finish it all. And it's there. I'm done. I can sleep now. I have eaten the homemade pizza that I have made. It's the secret ingredient I put in the pizza. Did you still remember? Thank you for watching until the end, and for that I have a bonus tip for you. Instead of putting pineapples or caramelized onions, you can put raisins on your pizza. Just cut the raisins into half so that the sweetness will go out.